Between early April and mid-October, the prices of platinum and palladium soared, each rising around 90%. So what was behind this massive ascent in prices? First of all, it was part of a generalized precious metal rally that also included gold and silver. And the underlying drivers were mainly that investors seemed to be interested in buying assets that central banks cannot print or digitally create. As a result of inflation running above target, central banks cutting interest rates despite inflation running above target, and a presence of large budget deficits around many countries around the world. That said, platinum and palladium were big outperformers, so why would that have been the case? Well, first of all, both metals may have been undervalued relative to gold and silver because both of them had underperformed in recent years. And the reason for that underperformance has a lot to do with the main use for platinum and palladium, which is as part of the catalytic converters for engines. So platinum has been the big underperformer over the last 18 years since its price peaked in 2007. Because it's been about 18 years that consumers have been slowly shifting away from diesel engines towards gasoline engines at first, and then more recently towards hybrids and electric vehicles. Which brings us to the reason why palladium prices have underperformed generally in the last few years. We have seen surging sales of EVs, even in places like the United States, where their sales accounted for 11.5% of all vehicles sold last year. But in China, EVs were 47 or 48% of all vehicles sold. And so all of this put some downward pressure on platinum and palladium prices. But that said, their prices seem to have gotten to a state of extreme undervaluation with respect to gold and silver, and they attracted a great deal of attention from investors over the past 7 months or so before their prices reached at least a local high in mid-October and have since corrected a bit.